We have the ready from Nowi. Also cold for you, huh? Yeah, it's cold everywhere. We have the readies from both. Let's count it down for game one. In 3, 2, 1. Tetris. We are off. Both players perfect through 2 Tetrises. Make it perfect through 3. That's 68 or 68,400. Oof, that little spire there for Xeno, not the best, but should be able to handle this pretty well. And beautiful Vits. And they're cleaned up on the right side now. Xeno sitting at 98,000. Nowi with this Tetris go to 160. Love watching a nice chill CTL stream after watching Firestorm push the limits of my photosensitivity. That is true about modern. Yeah, welcome in. Always lovely to see people around. Xeno in a little bit of a dig, but nothing too crazy. As they are 151, just down stacking this beautifully. And open up on the right side, just needs a bar, and they get the bar and score the Tetris. Go to 176,000, Simul Tetris 199 to 260. So Nowi with a little bit of an early lead. Once again, not indicative of much. I am Peyton. I do a fair bit of Restreaming and stuff. Yeah, Dan was doing, I was done a fair bit recently and did one earlier. Yeah, I think you definitely can tell. I know Xeno said they weren't 100% warmed up. You can definitely still see the warm-up happening progressively with the game. But that down stack, you know, it's beautiful. Very beautiful solve. And Tetris there for Xeno to go to 316. Closing in on Nowi's 70 or 335,000. Oh, that's not gonna burn for Nowi. No, he has to be careful. Needs to get something. Okay, that's gonna burn. Needs a bar. Gets the Tetris and has a Vits. Delayed Vits set up. And, thank you, Doge. Okay. Both players are good. That was a little spicy there. I'll answer your question about the setups. We all have our own that we use. This is one I would do for like if I was just like personally restreaming. Or I actually just use this exact same one for a community tournament CTM broadcast. Wow, these two players are phenomenal. For real. Both of them had a fantastic CTWC as well. So I am not shocked they are playing each other. This might be a 200 IQ burn or 200 IQ setup here. Nowi, some tucks and executed beautifully. Xeno only down by 4K now. So they definitely did a lot there. And a beautiful tuck setup for Nowi. This is a beautiful match for the take though, because I just... Oops. I forgot I have that on. Yes, thank you for the follow. It was on my personal. So both players now into 19. Well, Xeno almost there. Does have to do some burning into it. And Tetris for Xeno, 562. Nowi, 630. And takes the Tetris to 655. And Xeno a little bit high up here, but they're handling this well. And Nowi almost out of this as well. Both players in about the same situation, actually. Nothing too terrifying, just a little bit annoying. And Xeno will be the first to get out of the situation as they are at 618 and had a cleaner board. Did have to burn. Set up that S flat beautifully and now has a J depend and gets a Tetris. And now we are off to the spicy race once again. Level 24 for both players. Xeno, 711. Nowi, 771. Tetris for Nowi. And Xeno will be taking the Tetris 2 momentarily. And there it goes into level 25. 774. 865. Xeno building out the left. Beautiful. Needs a bar though. Probably couldn't have gotten that L all the way to the left, which would have been the ideal situation. Oh no, he's bored, getting very, very monk-esque, very fast. This is gonna allow for Xeno to take the lead here with this Tetris. No, it was set up dirty. Just gonna downstack this. No, he does have the capability to play on 29 a bit. But so does Xeno, so they're going to be pushing each other very, very soon, as they're both on level 28. No, we covered the well as soon as the bar came. And Nowi with the Tetris in the transition, 965. Xeno with the Tetris in the transition, 994. That left side's high. Able to get the bar over. Needs another bar now. And getting droughted. No bar! So, Nowi, you have to chase down 996. Get the 996. Just a few lines will do it. This is not trivial for Nowi's board. Oh, no. Oh. And they are both ready. Let's count down game number 2 in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Trying to stall a little to give Xeno some time to eat that. But there's only so much stalling you can do. We are off to the races. Yes, both of these players are rolling. Matter of fact, kind of both the best in their geographic region with the playstyle. And let alone, not just the region with the playstyle, but just in general. Xeno, probably the best Tetris player in the Pacific Northwest. Just a statement of probable fact. Nowi, the best Mexican player by far. And he'll probably be the best player for a long time. In the region. Div 1. Yeah, Rolling has made it through 2 CTWCs. You know, just spamming pieces to the left, very beautiful, and beautiful's just all-around stacking. Yeah, Cheese was working on it back in the 2020 era. Or 2020 CTWC time. Looking at Division 1, there are Division 1 caliber players that aren't currently playing that still tap. Like, I could almost guarantee, like, if Dylan wanted to play, would get in as a tapper in Div 1. Who else? Probably Broden. Well, not probably. Broden. And L. I just would argue that those 3 players are the best tappers with the chances of at least competing there. Anywho, we're at 80 lines. Let's give a score update. 403,000 for Xeno. 396 for Nowi. Nowi actually a slight lead pace-wise. I will unlikely be able to go to Austin, unfortunately, if it's the same weekend as last. No, we getting high. Oh boy. Needs a bar now. Oh, and that bar hung, but pieces phased through it still. So Xeno is going to go up 2-0 there. And they're ready. I'm just stalling another 15 or 30 seconds for Xeno to finish coffee and maybe get another bite or two of food. Let's count down game number 3 of this best of 7. In 3, 2, 1. Tetris, remember, if Nowi loses here, it is not over. That is very fair. Nowi has definitely improved a lot since then as well, but so is Xeno, so it's, yeah. Neither player have pushed down their pieces yet this game. No, we're getting a little high. Gets the bar for the Tetris. And ooh, Xeno with the misdrop of the S. Should be fine though. No, he's spamming those S's to the right. Or to the left. Wow, I have no sense of direction. It'd be interesting. It'd be entertaining to watch, you know, a Kingsman 19 start and take bets on how fast it ends. I'm kidding, King. Same thing for me. I played C-dubs in a 19 start match, and I think it lasted 5 minutes for the whole set. Because we just kept early topping. But we're not good players. We're just average. These players both are not average. They're very good. No, we swing at 196 and with a little bit of burning to do. Now 19 starts with smooth gravity mod. That could be interesting. But I mean, I don't know, other than probably a Hydrant's tournament, if anyone's even done matches with smooth gravity yet. Ooh. No, we going high. It's set up for the dirty. Oh, it does have to burn. That's okay. He does so beautifully. Xeno 204 still behind. Nowi going with this dirty and gets the dirty Tetris. Funny, a lot of the big names and stuff that have done stuff for the community aren't real good players themselves. I mean, Kingsman has a max, but like, you know, he doesn't play comp every day. Or Vandy. People who've put so much in blood, sweat, and tears. Merry Christmas to you, Pumpy. Or Pumpy, for example. They're people who love the game, love playing it, but they're not, you know, competing at the top level. Whereas, you know, you see with Brawl, Dog still does so as well. But there's a lot, the community is very involved, and there's a lot to it. I mean, I'm traveling to Texas from New York for an event, which 2 years ago I've been like, oh, why am I gonna do that? Commentator comp, I mean, I think Xeno takes it. 100%. If probably come down to like Burb or Xeno in the finals. $20 in burger money. Speaking of things coming down to things, we are 10 lines from the transition. I should give a score update. They're pretty freaking neck and neck. About 10k separating them. 447 for Xeno, 433 for Nowi. Tetris for Nowi at 127 lines. Will transition with the next Tetris, as will Xeno. Tetris for Xeno, 494. Tetris for Nowi, 480. So Xeno with a little bit of a lead going into 19. Xeno's board a little bit dicey, but should be able to burn this down. Tetris there for Nowi, going to 571. Back in the lead. Ever so slightly because of Xeno's burn situation. Ooh, Nowi getting high. Nowi doesn't want to force, or doesn't want to have to force a 7-game set. But definitely, you know, would like to, you know, make it at least a little bit in his favor. And cleaned up beautifully. You know, 681, about 100k lead now after Nowi's burn situation. It's crazy just how quick a lead can open up like that. Into level 24. The Christmas color level. Perfect for this time of year. You know, getting a little high. Tetris for Xeno, 720. 649 for Nowi. Nowi getting very high up here. So we need some good pieces. But not just needing the pieces. Needs to place them properly. That Shark Cube run, columns 8, 9, 10. Very interesting, but I think it's going to work out. Oh, but overrolls the J, and that's going to be it. At 658. So Xeno at 789. We'll get heart number 3. And now, if Nowi wants this, we'll have to pull the reverse sweep. Happy to see you here. Make sure you take care of yourself, get some water, use the restroom, get settled in for this game number 4 of this playoffs. The best of 7. We're going to count down game 4 from 4, 3, 2, 1. Tetris. And Poopy also with the raid. Thank you so much, Poopy. Yes, Sir Macer is Frank, the host of the Peace Dependency podcast, among many other amazing things. Frank's a homie. Someone I love talking to that I haven't spent a lot of time with recently. I hope everything has been good with you, my friend, as well as with your family. Hope the kiddos are doing well, and I hope the wife is doing well as well. You know, sitting at 74,000. Did a little bit of burning, but is in the lead ever so slightly. But Nowi with the Tetris there. Taking it there. Go to 94,000. A lot of up and downs, but we are okay. I'm glad you're here, my friend. I'm glad you're here. I'll show you a DM after this. Frank's really cool. Definitely recommend checking out the Peace Dependency podcast. This month, Grand Designs was the guest, and this coming month we'll actually have the legendary DAS player NGC man, who's also in the chat. So hi, NGC. It's a great podcast. Frank puts so much work. Another person who puts a lot of work into the community. Beautiful slightly delayed Vits for Xeno. 169 to Nowi's 208. Xeno takes the Tetris, so Nowi will be getting the bar momentarily. And another one for Xeno. So 216 to 253. So, you know, head in lines ever so slightly. I'm slightly behind as well in score. I can't wait for it. Only a couple more weeks, I guess. I don't even know what day of the week it is. It's Friday, I think. An exaggerated Vits and then some setup. It was a 5 high. No spoilers, but I bet you you talk about the 1.3 grind a little bit in there. I could only imagine. So we're seeing about 80, well, we're seeing 85 lines for both players. Tetris for Nowi, 463, 100,000 point lead at the moment. Xeno able to take a Tetris of their own, 387 now to 486. And the Tetris is going to do the talking. I'm just here to convey the story of this match. These players are they're both so damn good at this game. It's mesmerizing at times just watching them get into see how they're going to solve their situations. Knowing how to pace here. Africa. Ooh. Always great to see people from all around the world in the Tetris community. Xeno didn't wanted to wait for the T spin there, but it just did not come. Now 10 lines left before the 19 transition. Just has to burn this. This is definitely a fine board for a rolling transition. Ooh, I don't know. That square just kind of put a little dampening on that. But it's all good. $542,000 points in the 19 for Xeno. Very solid, but Nowi just had one hell of a pre-transition play. Reader Dad, welcome in. 622,000 points for Nowi now. Still on 19. And Xeno, beautiful dig. An absolutely stunning dig for Xeno, but down about 100k. As Nowi takes the Tetris into level 21 to go to 702,000 points. Tetris for Xeno, 597 into 22. Tetris for Nowi into 22 at 732. So still over 100,000 point lead for Nowi. It's going to come down if Nowi gets into a little bit, just a small burning situation. It'll be enough for, I think, Xeno to just mount a little bit of a comeback. Tetris for Xeno, 722 into level 24. So still well on max out pace. But Nowi, 861 in 24. Above max out pace. Comfortable, probably 1.1 transition score in the 29, if not 1.2 potential. That's to play pretty strong. Xeno just taking some burns. Now it has to play a little bit more aggressive to get the max out, or I could just wait and rely on the 29 play a slight bit. As both players, like I said, if it comes down to a dig situation or a burning situation, they'll shift the tides. But the pieces just led to both players having to do it at the exact same time because of the same piece sets. Having the same piece set. So Nowi with about 160,000 point lead, 200,000, 180,000 point lead. Nowi still on level 27. Oof, that S piece just came at an inopportune time. Just though for Nowi, A20, you know, Tetrising into the transition, 898. So it's definitely don't count Xeno out here, but Nowi has a strong lead going into the 29 play. Oh, but that S hang, and that's going to be at A57, so Xeno needs just to chase down an A58. 4 Tetrises should do it. I think with 30 score. Obviously, I don't expect someone to go for Tetrises when there's no line cap. So yeah, Xeno, you need to get to A58. So just shy of 100 points, or 100,000 points. That S is just unfortunate. I know Xeno is definitely, you know, not the strongest proponent or strongest supporter of lineouts, but they also know you have to do what you have to do. We'll misdrop with the Z, and that's going to be it, I think. Yeah, unfortunate there for Xeno. But not unfortunate for Nowi. That's fair. I mean, you're pretty... Honestly, with your Tetris scoring on 29, pretty good. EF3397. So Echo Foxtrot 3397. Nah, your CTWC match against Hydrant. You did pretty well. A little bit of an anomaly, being it was a PB at the time for the 29 play, but still. I mean, you're not like Gerald or something, I don't know, or Dog, but you're getting there. That's all that matters. Anywho, both players are ready for game number 5. Let's count this down in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Nowi with his first Tetris of the game. You know, a little bit of a trickier board state here. Able to burn this down nicely though. This is neck and neck through 40 lines. So, you know, 153, 154 to 156. Nowi with the Tetris, going the 224 through 51 lines. No, he definitely wants to keep playing like he did in the last one. Tetris for Xeno. Bar depending on the left side gets the bar over, and it's all good. 275 to 316. Give me a hell yeah in the chat for the 316. King will be proud of me for that. Hell yeah. What is 316 like, John? I mean, that's the reference that Stone Cold made. Wrestling reference wise. During when Steve Austin won King of the Ring, you know, he made a reference. So John 316, and then said, well, Austin 316 just says, I just whooped your ass. Jake Roberts. Legendary promo in professional wrestling, and that kind of helped elevate Stone Cold Steve Austin to a whole nother level. So that promo definitely really helped with it. And King, also a big wrestling fan, so yeah. Anywho, this is still neck and neck. Xeno is slightly ahead in the lines. So it's about a Tetris lead here for Nowi, pace-wise. But still keeping it close and scoring there. Austin elevated Tetris. Without Steve Austin, I mean, there's a good chance we wouldn't have Kingsman. Or at least the Kingsman we know and love. So indirectly, yes? Tetris there for Xeno, 510 at 118 lines. Nowi 530 through 115. What? No. If only Kingsman shaved his head for that. Be great next year on 316. $604 into transition for Xeno, 623. So a Tetris lead here for Nowi going in the 19. So both players with the 600k scores. 654 into level 24. Xeno doesn't have the best place for that square, but it's okay. Now I must know who King's favorite wrestler of all time is. Oh boy, Nowi getting high. Should be okay though. And Tetris 711 for Nowi, 743 on 22 for Sasha. They are at 771 now, at 168 lines. 800k for Xeno. Breaks that barrier first, but is 10 lines ahead now just from scoring high up. But both players playing efficiently. The deficit will stay at where it has been by about the level difference. You know, Tetrising 862 in level 24. Ooh, just kind of pulling out. Oh! Oh boy, no, we got high. And that's gonna be it, 829. So Xeno gets the big heart and stays in Div 1. The monstrous heart. And actually was getting in that top out situation himself.